For I fear lest when I come, I shall not find you such as I would, and that I shall be found unto you such as ye not, lest there be debates, envying, wraths, strifes, backbitings, whispering, swelling, and tumults? Bro, what? Corinthians 12:20. So, the truth about Super Saiyan 4. You know what's crazy about this entire situation? For some reason, and I really don't understand why, fans just think that Super Saiyan 4 is so weak, which is weird to me considering the fact that, I don't know, most fans probably don't even watch GT. It's like people just say it's ass just to say it's ass. Now, I'm not saying it's a great series. I'm not going to say it's on the level of a Z or anything, but it isn't that bad. For me, it's just like high tier mid, in my opinion. Like, it's really not that great. It's really not that bad either. It's just okay. But the one great thing that come out of freaking GT is Super Saiyan 4. And you know what's weird? I've met people that really don't like Super Saiyan 4. They think the entire aesthetic is bad. They think the eyeliner trash. They think the fur trash. The tail even trash. I'm like, bro, they're apes. They're monkey men. I don't get the issue with the tails. Like, people really say this. I'm not even lying. I know a lot of people on TikTok that really don't like Super Saiyan 4 just because of Super Saiyan 4. I don't get it. And it's really cope to me. Like, it's really coping right out the ass because Super Saiyan 4 is literally the best form in the entire Dragon Ball franchise. And it's not even canon. And that's another thing. The canon elitist people who dislike Super Saiyan 4 will say anything to hate it. They're like, oh, it's not canon, so it's trash. So because it's not canon, it's trash. A lot of things came out of the Dragon Ball franchise that isn't canon, yet it's great. My only gripe with Super Saiyan 4 is the fact that it's not gold, or that, like, you don't get an ascended golden state. Like, it makes sense for it to be gold, but you know, whatever. Anyway, to get to the main portion of the video, it's like, the scaling of Dragon Ball GT is not too dissimilar from Super. And what I mean by that, just because you don't have the freaking narrator and everyone else in the cast freaking glazing, talking about some, oh, well, the dimension's finna get destroyed if they clash with Omega Shenron, and if they keep clashing that way, it's like, what? Obviously, these characters are universal plus. I don't get why Dragon Ball fans just like turn their scaling brain off whenever it comes to GT. They're just like, oh, it's weak because it's older. And then they keep thinking that this Super Saiyan 4 is the same as this Super Saiyan 4 and the same as this Super Saiyan 4. And I know what I'm showing on the screen is confusing because Super Saiyan 4 doesn't change shapes and forms like freaking Blue does. Like, I know, right? Call me crazy, but maybe, just maybe, this power-up can just get stronger instead of having to have 1,000 different transformations with color-coded on it. Like, and that's another thing, bro. These crayon-eating super fans irritate me. Like, they really do. They're like, oh, well, it's not that strong, bro. It only has one new form that came out of canon. And I really think that's the real issue that a lot of GT haters have with Super Saiyan 4. They're like, well, it doesn't have the many forms that Dragon Ball Super has. Oh, I'm sorry that we don't have a rainbow array of freaking Super Saiyans like freaking Dragon Ball Super. I'm so sorry that, like, they want to progress power by just stacking the power levels. And that's, again, the issue, because literally Super Saiyan 4 ascends in the series of GT multiple times in one arc and another time in another arc. Like, I don't understand. And even again, Super Saiyan 4 progressively gets way stronger after each subsequent arc. Super Saiyan 4 is not the same as it was in Baby arc, and it's not the same as it was in the Super 17 arc, and it definitely wasn't the same in the freaking Shenron arc. But for some reason, people will cope and say, oh, well, it's just the same form, like nothing's different. Obviously, the dude is getting stronger. Like, I don't understand. When Blue does it, oh, it's the greatest thing in the world. Oh, look, he's compressing the ki inside of his body and not letting it leak out. But when Super Saiyan does it first, oh, then it's just like, well, it's so different from freaking Super Saiyan 4, when it's not. Super Saiyan 4 is literally just the peak of power of the Saiyans in Dragon Ball GT. They don't need to have 1,000 different forms because this form is the peak of their form. Like, it's literally the potential of a Saiyan completely realized with no substitutes. And y'all be hating. I don't know why. It's really weird. For sake, Hyper Metal Wildo is stronger than Boo. Seriously. And Baby is stronger than Wildo. And freaking Super 17 is stronger than Baby. And etc. etc. Like, why is it that y'all only have this smoke with GT when y'all know damn well that the Dragon Ball series literally progresses power levels? Hell, I bet y'all really do think that base freaking Vegeta will get mollywopped by freaking Super Vegeta. It's like, do you not know that Baby took his body for a reason? Are you serious right now? Like, what are we talking about? He literally had a whole arc of hunting down the best Saiyan body to inhabit, and he stopped at Vegeta for a reason. Like, I don't understand y'all, bro. Like, clearly there is something there that no one else wants to acknowledge. And it's ridiculous because you don't even need like to go to a fan wiki. You don't need to go to some weird Wikipedia site to find out that, oh, Dragon Ball GT's Super Saiyan 4, the ascended form of the Great Ape, is stronger. Hell, the way to achieve the form is stacking forms. Great Ape mixed with Super Saiyan. And then you evolve and mutate into a Super Saiyan 4. Clearly is not the same. And they're like, oh, well, Super Saiyan 4 gets beat up a lot. Okay, if you want to play this game, super fans, let's play it. Let's talk about the times that Dragon Ball Super, Super Saiyan Blue actually won fights. Barely any. Like Resurrection F, sure, why not? It literally had to. Super Saiyan God didn't even beat his freaking premier villain, quote unquote, in Beerus. Literally didn't beat him. In fact, he was so much weaker than Beerus that he was holding back. You could argue, oh, 70 or 20 or whatever percent Beerus was at, and he still lost. He didn't even win against a heavily suppressed Beerus. Yet folks want to gas up God like it's just the cream of the crop. It's like, what are you talking about? Genuinely wish I understood where the hype came from when it came to the God forms. Like, the God forms are literally there just for color and variety. Literally. You don't believe me? Why do you think they sell so many toys? That's literally the reason. Colors. Colors, my nigga. Colors. And you know what's the worst part about it? Super Saiyan Blue wins less fights. Bro. It's crazy to me. Like, the biggest example is the Tournament of Power. Honestly, man, if you love it, honestly, I love that for you. Like, I don't think it's my place to tell you what to like and what not to like. If you like it, go for it. But I think it's garbage, and I explained why. No one can explain why they like it, though. I always wondered why. Anyway, peace. When freaking Jiren was fighting against Goku, and Goku was cycling through every single form just to get whooped. In every single form. None of the God forms that people hype up even comes close to winning most of their fights that you see the forms in. Like, literally, you know what's crazy? You know who beat Zamasu? Was it Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta or Goku? Or was it Vegito? No, it wasn't even any of the Saiyans. It wasn't any of the Super Saiyan gods at all. Point blank period. It wasn't even a Saiyan that beat freaking Zamasu. It was the Omni King. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. It's almost like that, the God forms are all hyping no substance. Super Saiyan 4, he wins his fights. Wanna know how I know this? Super Saiyan 4 beat Baby. You could argue, oh, Super 17, what about that one? Goku had to beat him in base. In base. Wow, it's almost like not every form has a dub, but in this situation, Super Saiyan 4 has more dubs. It just does. Goku goes into Super Saiyan 4 when he wants to finish a fight. Can you really say the same about Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan Red? They literally had to say bye-bye to the God forms and introduce even more stupid colors, i.e. Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. Like, bro, y'all be hating on Super Saiyan 4, yet Super Saiyan 4 wins most of their fights. Again, Baby smoked. Bar for bar, every single time. Super Saiyan Blue is seen with more screen time, yet it doesn't win fights. And that's my issue. As flashy as Super Saiyan 4 is, it's not just for spectacle. It has story reasons for existing, and it actually matters. Like, literally. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen it, and I've read the manga, I've read Dragon Ball Super, the manga, and again, Super Saiyan Blue doesn't even matter anymore. It's not even relevant in the series that it freaking came from.